A woman in her 40s goes to her doctor. She cannot sleep. Her heart races at night. She feels anxious for no reason she can name. Her memory is not what it was. Her joints ache. She is told she is stressed or offered an antidepressant. And she leaves feeling like she's losing her mind. She is not. She is in perimenopause. And nobody said the word. I am Dr. Roberts, and searches for perimenopause have roughly doubled in 2 years and now run higher than searches for menopause itself because millions of women are trying to work this out alone. Today I want to give you the clear explanation you should have been given. And stay to the end because I need to warn you about what is being sold into this gap. Quick note first. This is general information, not medical advice. Talk to your own doctor about your own health. Let us fix the vocabulary first because the confusion starts here. Menopause is a single day. It is the point 12 months after your final period. That is it. Everything after that day is post-menopause. And perimenopause is the transition leading up to it, when your ovaries are winding down but have not stopped. Here is what surprises people. Perimenopause commonly begins in the early to mid-40s, sometimes in the late 30s, and it can last anywhere from about 4 to 10 years. So a woman can be deep in perimenopause for the best part of a decade while still having periods and still be told she's too young for this. Now, the single most important idea in this whole video, in perimenopause, your hormones do not glide gently downwards. They swing. Estrogen can be higher than normal 1 month and lower than next, sometimes within the same cycle. It is chaotic, and that is exactly why the symptoms are so erratic and so confusing. Why you feel fine for 3 weeks and then not at all like yourself, and why women so often conclude something is wrong with them mentally rather than hormonally. It is also why blood tests are so unreliable at this stage. If you measure a hormone that is swinging wildly, you get a snapshot of a moving target. A normal result on a Tuesday tells you very little. This is why guidelines say that for most women over about 45, the diagnosis is made on your age and your symptom pattern, not on a blood test. If you have been told your bloods were normal, so it cannot be perimenopause, that reasoning is not sound. So what are the symptoms? Most people know about hot flashes and night sweats, and they are real, but the list is far longer, and it is the less famous ones that get missed. Your periods change fast usually, closer together, further apart, heavier, lighter, unpredictable, sleep breaks down, often waking at 3 or 4 in the morning wide awake. Anxiety appears or gets much worse, frequently in women who were never anxious before. Mood dips and irritability arrives with an intensity that feels out of proportion. Brain fog, losing words, walking into rooms and forgetting why. Joint aches and stiffness because there are estrogen receptors in your joints. Palpitations, headaches or a changing migraine pattern, vaginal dryness and discomfort with sex, reduced libido, current urinary symptoms, skin and hair changes, weight redistributing to the middle even when nothing else changed, tinnitus and dizziness for some, even a burning sensation in the mouth. Look at that list and you can see the problem immediately. Take any one of those symptoms to a doctor in isolation and you will be sent down a different path. Anxiety to mental health, palpitations to cardiology, joint pain to rheumatology, fatigue to a thyroid test. The pattern is only obvious when you put them together, which is why so many women spend years being investigated piece by piece. So what actually helps? Let us take it in order. Hormone therapy, sometimes called HRT or MHT, replaces the estrogen your body is losing, with progesterone included if you still have a womb. It is the most effective treatment for hot flashes, night sweats, and many of the other symptoms, and it also protects your bones. For a long time, women were frightened away from it by early reporting of one large study in the early 2000s, and that reporting has since been substantially reconsidered, particularly for women starting therapy near the time of menopause and under 60. That does not mean it is right for everyone. There are genuine situations where it is not suitable, including some cancers and some clotting histories. This is a real conversation with your own doctor about your own history, and you are entitled to have it properly rather than being dismissed. For vaginal dryness, urinary symptoms, and discomfort with sex, local vaginal estrogen is a separate thing worth knowing about. It works locally with very little absorbed into the body, and it is suitable for far more women than systemic therapy. Enormous numbers of women suffer with this silently for years without knowing this option exists. There are non-hormonal options too. Certain medicines reduce hot flashes for women who cannot or prefer not to take hormones. Cognitive behavioral therapy has good evidence specifically for hot flashes and for sleep, which surprises people. Then there is what you do yourself, and this genuinely matters. Strength training is the priority because you lose bone density and muscle faster in this window, and resistance work protects both. Get enough protein. Get enough calcium and vitamin D for your bones. Alcohol and caffeine commonly worsen flushes and wreck sleep, so experiment with reducing them. Keep the bedroom cool. Take your sleep seriously as a treatment, not a luxury, and know that your risk of heart disease rises after menopause, so blood pressure, cholesterol, and activity matter more from here, not less. Now, the warning I promised, this surge in interest has been met by a surge in people selling into it. In 2026, there has been serious reporting on perimenopause misinformation, with influencers promoting expensive unproven supplements, and in some cases hormones sold with very little medical oversight. If someone is diagnosing you from a video, selling you the solution themselves, promising to balance your hormones, or telling you every symptom you have is hormonal, be careful. Real care means a proper history, a discussion of your own risks, and follow-up. Your money is better spent on strength training and good food than on a subscription powder. So here is what I want you to leave with. Perimenopause is the transition before your final period. It commonly starts in your early 40s, and it can run for years while you are still having periods. Your hormones swing rather than glide, which is why the symptoms are erratic and why a single blood test cannot rule it out. The symptom list is far wider than hot flashes. Sleep, anxiety, brain fog, joint aches, palpitations, vaginal dryness, and mood are all on it, and taken one at a time, they get sent to the wrong specialist. If that pattern is you, go to your doctor and say the word perimenopause out loud and ask for a proper conversation about your options, including hormone therapy, local vaginal estrogen, non-hormonal medicines, and cognitive behavioral therapy. Build muscle, protect your bones, look after your heart, and be very careful with anyone selling you certainty on the internet. You are not imagining this, and you are not too young. If this was useful, please share it with a woman who needs to hear it, and subscribe, because I do this every week. Look after yourself, and I will see you in the next one.